Yo, welcome to the Real Spill podcast where we're doing real spill, real time emotional rants about the Tennessee Titans, the Tennessee Vols. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm going to be bringing major content, especially on the Tennessee Titans and the Vols, just like I said. And right now we're covering the draft because the draft just finished. And as a Titans fan, and if you've seen any of my videos earlier, I was not a happy camper earlier. But I will say this. And it's actually a shame that I have to even say anything like this, but we may actually have some undrafted free agents that might save this draft. And that's a big if, but we're going to get into some of them. We're going to check some of them out. I actually did a couple film studies on a few of them and dug up some pretty interesting facts. Like, these may be some hidden gems. And I'm telling you right now, if one of these prospects I'm about to talk about as an undrafted free agent pans out and we can end up getting a wide receiver 2 out of them or some high production, this might be a really, really good draft. Besides the Will Levis thing, I'm not on board with that. But besides anything like that, this might be a really impressive draft, but it hinges really big on these undrafted free agents. We're going to get into a few of them. Okay, right here is the list of, people we signed off undrafted free agents. I'm going to get into a few of these. I'm going to start at the top. This kid from Georgia, I actually seen him play a lot. He's a baller. This kid from Georgia is a baller. I'm surprised he didn't get picked up. I didn't have a high grade on him, but, he definitely produces. He definitely gets open, and he's got 2 rings. He played on 2 national championship winning teams. So the winning caliber, the winning attitude, playing at a high program, all that's there. Now, his 40 times a 4.6, going to have to work on that. But he plays way faster on tape, if that makes sense. But, okay, moving forward. Treshawn. If you don't remember this kid, he actually made a really, 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 really good play, like in the 4th quarter for Oregon State. Like the last seconds of the game, caught this pass and took it to the house. And I actually did some more digging on this guy. He actually played at Florida State. And he transferred to Oregon State. See, I didn't know that. And he was balling at Florida State. Like, this kid looked good at Florida State. Like, I'm impressed. I will say one thing. I will say the Titans did get faster. These players may not be high draft picks. They're undrafted agents, obviously. But we definitely got faster. I will say that, including the kid from the local kid. He runs a 4.4, sub 4.5. But that ain't the main person I want to talk about. We're actually going to get into it. I'm actually going to pull him up. He's going to get his own spot. Because if this guy pans out, and I know people are watching this video like, hey, Tennessee Titan fans are losing their mind. They're talking about getting undrafted free agents. But we're going to talk about this guy. Because I just mentioned Treshawn. He came from Florida State. These kids come from big programs and have produced on a big program level in big games. So it's not like we're throwing high schoolers out there from somewhere. But let's get into this guy. Let me move over a little bit so y'all can see him. This kid right here, Copeland. Now, a lot of y'all may not remember, but this was the kid whose mom jumped up when he said he was going to Florida. And she left him there sitting by the table. This is that kid. This was a former top 300, top 5 pick. Or not fit pick, but a 300 prospect coming out of high school. Highly regarded. And his mom, like I said, he was the kid whose mom got up when he chose Florida because she didn't want him to be there. So he actually played at Florida and did really good. Like, I remember him turning up on the Vols. Like, the kid can play. And he got recruited at a high level. So I'm not mad at that. But the kid went to Maryland. They had quarterback issues. Now, I will say this. Tua Tagovailoa, I can't even say his last name. But Tua's little brother, we'll just put it like that, he was on and off that year. They went through 3 quarterbacks that year, so his stats wasn't high. But you can tell when he got the ball that he was a star. Like, he's a grown man. And let's get into the measurables. He runs a 4.4. What have we been asking for as Titan fans? Speed. Speed. And if, like I said, if we can get this guy to pan out, this kid right here, if he can just be of service, and not only in the kickoff return game, punt return game, he's a star there. This kid runs a 4.42 and is explosive and was a former high round pick, went to big schools and played. So I can't even be mad about that. Now, should I be happy that he's an undrafted free agent? You know, that means other teams didn't pick him up. But the measurables, and I hate to say this because I sound like Mike Vrabel now, he has the traits. And I guess you're taking a shot on all these kids when you say these kind of things, right? Because the traits are there. Like, the traits are there. So, if we can get this kid, or any of these undrafted free agents that I just mentioned, any of those kids that played at big-time schools, had good tape when they was playing at those schools, but transferred because of some issues, hey, if they pan out in the NFL, and like I said, if we get one of these undrafted free agents to be serviceable, this draft is going to be good. Like, we're going to look back and be like, hey, we got a steal in the undrafted free agent. I hate that I'm saying that. And I probably sound crazy. Who's not a Titans fan, they're probably like, this guy is delusional. But look, this is what we got. We got to make lemonade out of lemons. And I have sugar. So we're gonna figure this out. But right now, I'm telling you, if this kid or the other kid or even the kid we drafted, if any of them pan out, right? If they pan out, especially this guy, I got my chips on this guy because I've seen him play. I know what he can do, and he's fast. And he runs a 4.4, and we've been needing speed. That's what we've been talking about. We got some freak athletes now. We got him that runs a 4.4, and we got the other dude that runs a 4.4. So we got some speed. So, like I said, if this guy hits, then the Titans draft is going to be really good, considering we filled pretty much all the holes. We got 2 offensive tackles. I'm not okay with Will Levis. I'm just not. I'm not going to come around on that because I've seen him play. I've seen what kind of quarterback he is, and I've seen him fold in big games. Like I've seen him fold. So I'm just not there yet. I know he's got the traits and the measurables. He's got the arm talent, but I don't feel like he just does not have it up here. He doesn't have the mental fortitude to hold down a NFL franchise when he couldn't even hold down the Kentucky Wildcats. And I don't care if they had a bad team around him. A lot of college quarterbacks have bad teams around them. But they always shine because they are elite quarterbacks. And he never once did that. So I'm not sold on him. Not sold on him at all. But, hey, whatever. Everything else, I like. Sadly. I don't like the fact that we took a receiver in the 7th round. But these undrafted free agents, especially the guy that we got behind us, and the kid from Georgia, and the kid from Ohio State or Oregon State. Look, y'all, if one of them, we need one of them. It'd be great if we got all of them. But if one of them pans out, I'm going to have to take back everything I said about the draft. Except Will Levis. I'm not going to take that back. It's going to take a whole lot for me to take that part back. Because like I said, I've just seen that guy play. And he just isn't, to me, he's just not NFL quality, per se. Especially not 2nd round quality. I don't know what, the draft, this must have been a really bad draft for quarterbacks for him to be elite and 8th player on the board. Like, that's just crazy. But yeah, I guess it's all into the hands of our undrafted free agents. We're going to see where Rand, this is Rand's field, though. This is where Rand, what's the word? This is where Rand excelled, right? Because he brought in, who's the running back for San Francisco? He brought him in the 5th round. He's found some gems, but like I said, I hate that I'm putting my eggs in this undrafted free agent basket, right? Because these aren't drafted. No other teams drafted these players. And, I hate, even though this guy did have a fifth round grade on him. He had a 5th round grade on him. But still, that's a 5th round grade. But I hate to beat a dead horse, but the measurables are there. I love the fact that he runs a 4.4. I love the fact that he's played in big-time programs and is produced in big-time games. Now, granted, he went to Maryland and it didn't turn out like he wanted to. He didn't have a lot of catches, but like I said, their quarterback situation was atrocious. They went through 3 quarterbacks. Two his little brother could not stay on the field. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. More content coming later. I'm going to get into, maybe another video about Will Levis, because I'm telling y'all, man, I just don't see it. I do not see it. And I know all the Kentucky fans see it, because those are the only ones who are saying they see it. But like I said, or no, not like I said, we putting a lot of eggs in this basket with these undrafted free agents. But there's hope. I mean, when we gotta hold on to something as Titans fans. I'm trying to salvage something. And like I said, if we pull something, if one of these people end up being great, this is going to be a good draft. And Tennessee's going to be relevant. Because like I said, Traylon Burks, Chig, we got that other tight end from Utah who I think's good. He was producing. He played at a big program. They were always in the top 10. I seen him play. He's pretty good. He's faster than his measurables show. He's definitely field faster, if that makes sense. So I like Chig and I like him. I like that. I like Traylon Burks and maybe this guy. Maybe. There's still time though. Like I said, we're gonna see how the chips fall, but we're just gonna see. And as Titan fans, we are all holding our breath that we can salvage anything, especially from these freak athletes we did get. But like I said, the measurables can only take you so much. Like, I have good measurables. I run a 4.4. I do. I don't run a 4.4. I bench 350 pounds. I have great measurables. Doesn't mean I can go out there and fucking play in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to see. We're going to see. But as I said before, please like, share, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please share, like, share, subscribe. Real spill. Vault so hard, that shit crazy. Thank you for tuning in. Peace and blessings.